place to start the search is.
Sorry, just to follow up on that, I've misunderstood. Was this system actually switched off on MH370?
Well, I would think yes. Yes. The only thing that was, the ACARS was turned off, the transponder was turned off, and I would think that these systems would have been turned off, although I don't know precisely. The only thing that we were getting from MH370, or the satellite, the Inmarsat satellite was picking up, was the handshake, the exchange between satellite, ground station and aircraft.
And that was the Boeing system?
Yeah.
The Rolls-Royce system, the engine control system.
If it's not on 737s, it's not on Airbus A320s, or I assume a whole host of smaller aircraft, that's a fair portion of our time spent flying is spent in relatively smaller aircraft. Did you mention 90% of flight coverage?
90% of wide-bodied aircraft in use today are fitted with ADS-C. Now, the 737s and A320s that we fly in a lot around Australia, they're in constant radar contact, or they use ADS-B as well when they're out of radar contact. So there is continuous monitoring of aircraft over land. The issue has been these vast oceanic areas.
And wide body means things that are going overseas.
Well, it means a wide body is an aircraft with two aisles.
And with airline compliance, this will be all appropriate models that enter our remote airspaces, or is this airline specific to designated carriers?
Well, all aircraft of those types are equipped, and so therefore can be monitored.
Chief Marshal, I wonder if you could tell us today how confident you are of completing the search of the MH370 area will be completed as expected, I think, in May. And could you give us an idea of your level of confidence that you will either find or exclude fairly strongly MH370 being in the area?
I'm not directly involved in the search at the moment, and all I know is the search is ongoing. About 40% of the priority area has been covered thus far, and I know we have 4 ships out there, 3 of them with towfish, another one with an autonomous underwater vehicle, and everything that can possibly be done to find the aircraft is happening out there in the Southern Ocean. But I think you're all aware that the Southern Ocean, as we start to get into the winter months, becomes quite a demanding operating environment. And I would be confident that the search will eventually be complete sometime around the middle of the year, noting that the weather will be very challenging in the deepest part of winter.
And Mr. Truss, we're almost coming up to a year since the aircraft went missing. Are you confident that we will eventually find part of the aircraft?
Well, we are searching in what is considered to be the most prospective area. We began the search in what we thought was the most likely part of the most prospective area, and so far it hasn't turned up anything of interest. That's, I guess, disappointing, because we always hoped that we would find something on the first day. But if we find it on the last day, well, that will be, I guess, also a significant breakthrough. What I am convinced of is that we have the best available technology involved in this search, the best equipment in the world, and that the search is being conducted in a very professional way. I've got no doubt that if the aircraft is in that location, then our equipment will identify it, even if it's in very small pieces. So we've got the best available technology, and I think we can say with a high degree of confidence that if we haven't located it, well, it's because it's somewhere else. The aircraft is somewhere else. We are relying on the data put together by the best agencies in the world to choose that location. Overall, there's about 1.1 million square kilometres in that prospective area, although I think about half of that is on the basis of more recent information being discarded. So we're looking mainly now in the southern part of the search area, south of the trench, but even then, our initial search area is only 60,000 square kilometres. So there's potentially other areas in that prospective zone that would be of interest. So we're proceeding every day with the maximum possible effort, with the best equipment, in the location that's been identified by the best experts in the world as the most likely place where the aircraft is. I'm confident if it's there, we'll find it, and on the advice we have, we're looking in the right area.
Deputy Prime Minister, we've had a minister